guys, and welcome to McMood. Welcome to this new episode of The Journey. We're actually swapping a 2JC into this FRS chassis, and if you like that type of content, please consider subscribing because this journey is getting started. Well, it has been started for almost a year, but it's moving forward, let's say that way. In this episode, we're gonna be working in the suspension. A typical question that I have myself is, okay, after coilovers, what's next? In this episode, we're gonna tackle that. So, first modification, we're gonna use this Megan Racing. But what's this? These are called trailing arms. Trailing arms also are called traction arms. And basically, I'm gonna show you how they look. If I can take them off. Basically, we have two of those. One is going to go for each side of the car, and it's connected between the structure of the car and the suspension. Basically, produces two big effects. The first one is apparently these bushings are stiffer than the bushings that the OEM bar has, and having a stiffer bushing translates into stiffer handling, which we tend to think that it's better because it's more responsive. And the second main effect is that the rear wheel, it starts to go back to the bumper. And the main reason why is because we typically have in OEM cars, we have non-adjustable traction arms. So basically, let me show you in a graph. What it does is, imagine we are lowering this distance, but the traction arm, it's fixed. So it's not adjustable, not adjustability. So what it does as an effect, it pushes the rear axle back to the rear side of the car. So the effect that produces is that you have the wheel almost touching the bumper, if not touching the bumper. So because of those two things, we're gonna give it a try. It's not that this car at this point is that low, but eventually once it works. Yeah, it's not working now. Yeah, I'm doing all this with a car that is not working. Okay, nevertheless, let's keep moving. Okay guys, so the first thing is removing this 12mm that holds this bracket that contains the E-brake line, and then we'll move forward with the ones that sustain the entire trailing arm and the bushings, which are 17mm. So now that we have the old out, basically what we have to do is grab the aftermarket one and adjust this adjustable length up to the same distance, or at least as close as we can put it as it was the OEM. So with the arm in place, now we hand tight both bolts and nuts in the ends, and we're gonna lock these ones here so we secure the proper length. Okay guys, and before torquing into the right spec, we're gonna repeat the process. We're gonna do exactly the same thing into the other side. The best way of preloading the suspension is having the car seated by its own four wheels. So basically we're gonna do so, and then we're gonna finalize wrenching and torquing the bolts into the proper spec. Oops. Oh, one more. There we go. This is gonna be it for today's episode. A little bit longer than expected. Sunny Florida, beautiful sunny Florida. But hey, what a success! What a success! The car went back into his four wheels. No one is injured, no one is hurt. And there are two more things that we're gonna be doing in the rear suspension in the next episode. So for that, consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and catch you soon!